Okay, so are you ready to dive into something a little spooky?
But in a good way.
Okay.
We're talking about greening your Halloween. And you might be surprised to learn that this fun-loving holiday
Yeah.
actually has a pretty monstrous environmental impact.
It really is fascinating how much we overlook the environmental consequences of our holiday traditions.
Yeah.
You know, take pumpkins, for example.
Right.
We carve over 1 billion pounds of them every year
Wow.
in the U.S. alone.
1 billion pounds.
Yeah.
That's got to be like the weight of like 180,000 cars or something.
Exactly. And as those pumpkins decompose in landfills, they release methane,
Oh, no.
which is a greenhouse gas even more potent than carbon dioxide.
So you're telling me that our jack-o'-lanterns are contributing to climate change?
Yeah.
That's definitely not the kind of spooky that we're going for.
It's the kind.
But don't worry, we got you covered.
Okay, good.
We're digging into how to make your Halloween celebrations way more sustainable without sacrificing any of the fun.
Yeah, it's all about reimagining the holiday with a green twist.
Okay.
So let's start with decorations.
Uh,
Traditional Halloween lights, while festive, add to that energy consumption we're trying to avoid.
Right.
But what if we could illuminate our spooky scenes with the power of the sun?
You mean like solar-powered spooky lights?
Precisely.
I'm into it.
Solar-powered decorations charge during the day and cast an eerie glow all night long.
Nice.
Plus, they'll save you money on your electricity bill,
Oh, yeah.
which is always a
One
treat.
with three.
And if you really want to up your lighting game, LED lights are the way to go.
Okay.
They use way less energy and last much longer than traditional bulbs.
Okay, so solar-powered and LED lights are a go for an eco-friendly Halloween. Got it.
But what about costumes?
Let's be honest. Those store-bought costumes are often made with materials that end up in landfills
Yeah,
after one wear.
it's true. Those cheaply made costumes really contribute to the fast fashion problem. And the environmental impact is significant. But here's where the creativity of Halloween really shines.
Okay.
Instead of buying new,
Yeah.
we can tap into our resourceful side. Think about it.
Sure.
Raiding your closet, hitting up thrift stores,
Oh.
or even getting crafty
Yeah.
with recycled materials.
Oh, I love that it's like a costume challenge.
Exactly.
You could create something truly unique and show off your commitment to sustainability.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
you can take it a step further by using natural materials like leaves, twigs, or even repurposed fabrics that can be composted after Halloween.
No more adding to those overflowing landfills.
Now, that's what I call a sustainable costume.
Speaking of decorations, what about all that plastic stuff we usually hang up?
Right. Instead of buying plastic decorations that end up in the trash,
Yeah.
why not explore more sustainable options? Think natural elements,
Okay.
like pumpkins, gourds, and hay bales for that classic Halloween vibe.
They're not only biodegradable, but they also add a touch of rustic charm.
Plus, imagine the satisfaction of composting your pumpkins after Halloween
Yeah.
instead of tossing them in the trash.
Exactly. And if you're feeling adventurous,
Okay.
you can even try 3D printing decorations using recycled plastics.
Wow.
They're durable,
Oh,
unique, and can be brought out year after year.
okay. That's pretty cool. I'm already picturing a 3D printed spider web or a spooky skull.
Now let's talk haunted houses. They seem pretty energy intensive with all those lights and sounds and special effects.
Yeah.
Can they even be eco-friendly?
You'd be surprised some haunted attractions are leading the way with sustainable practices.
Okay.
Imagine a haunted house
Yeah.
powered by renewable energy sources like solar or wind power.
Now that's what I call a truly scary good time. It's like saying boo to fossil fuels.
Exactly. And think about the impact it could have, giving people a good scare while also raising awareness about sustainable practices.
Okay, this is inspiring, but let's not forget about the heart of Halloween trick-or-treating.
Yes.
Those miniature candy wrappers might seem small,
Right.
but they add up in a big way.
They do.
What can we do about that?
You're right. Those individually wrapped candies can be a nightmare for the environment.
Mm,
But there are ways to make trick-or-treating more sustainable.
like what spill the eco-friendly beans? So we're on a mission to uncover some eco-friendly candy options.
I have to admit, I have a weakness for those classic chocolate bars,
Right.
but I'm ready to explore some greener treats.
Well, first off, you can look for brands that prioritize recyclable or compostable packaging.
Okay.
Some companies are even experimenting with plant-based wrappers,
Oh, wow.
which is really neat.
That's awesome. And I've noticed some companies using less packaging overall,
Right.
which is definitely a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
But what about the candy itself? Are there more sustainable options there?
Absolutely. Consider seeking out locally made
Okay.
organic candy.
Mm.
Not only does this support small businesses in your community,
Yeah.
but it also often means fewer transportation
Right.
emissions.
Less travel, less impact.
Exactly.
Plus, it's always fun to discover those local artisans.
Yeah.
Now, I've always wondered about those fair trade chocolate options.
Do those actually make a difference?
They certainly can. Fair trade certification ensures that cocoa farmers receive fair prices for their crops
Okay.
and operate under ethical working conditions.
Oh, wow.
It's a way to support a more sustainable and equitable chocolate industry.
That's good to know so many factors to consider.
Now, let's talk about those overflowing trick-or-treat bags.
Okay.
I remember as a kid using the same plastic pumpkin bucket year after year.
Yeah.
But maybe there are even better alternatives now.
Absolutely. Instead of those flimsy plastic bags or even those plastic pumpkins.
Yeah. That will eventually end up in a landfill. Why not encourage kids to use reusable bags?
Right.
Or pillowcases.
Yeah, like a cool tote bag.
Exactly.
Or even a pillowcase decorated with spooky designs.
It's like an extension of their costume.
Exactly. It's about making sustainable choices fun and engaging.
Right.
And speaking of engaging, Halloween parties can often generate a lot of waste.
Yeah.
But fear not, there are plenty of ways to green those gatherings too.
Oh, yeah. Party time.
Yeah.
I love a good Halloween bash, but I've never really thought about how to make them more eco-friendly.
Where do we even begin?
Well, think about it like this. You can apply the same principles we've been discussing to your party planning.
Okay.
Instead of disposable plates, cups, and cutlery, opt for reusable alternatives.
But that makes perfect sense. Break out the real dishes and silverware.
Exactly. But what about decorations? Are we talking like paper streamers and DIY ghosts made from old sheets?
Those are definitely great options.
Okay.
You can also get creative with upcycled materials and natural elements.
Okay.
Think about using things like repurposed jars for spooky centerpieces, or even those fallen leaves from your yard as decorations.
Ooh, rustic and spooky. I love it.
But what about the food Halloween parties are known for their sugary treats?
Yeah.
But we already covered that whole candy conundrum.
Right. So how about whipping up some spooky snacks?
Go.
Using locally sourced and organic ingredients.
Okay.
You could even turn it into a fun activity and have a Halloween-themed potluck.
Ooh.
Where everyone brings a dish made with sustainable ingredients.
Yeah, that's such a fun idea. It's like a costume party for your taste buds.
Oh. Okay, so we've covered decorations, food, and even costumes.
Right.
But what about all those invitations and party favors?
That often end up in the trash.
Great point. Digital invitations are an easy swap for paper ones.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of party favors that end up forgotten at the bottom of a toy bin,
Right.
why not offer guests something practical and eco-friendly?
Okay.
Maybe a small potted plant they can take home.
Yeah.
Or a packet of seeds to plant.
Those are fantastic ideas. It's amazing how many simple swaps we can make to reduce our environmental impact without sacrificing any of the Halloween spirit.
Exactly. It's all about being mindful and finding creative solutions.
Right.
Remember, sustainability isn't about being perfect.
Yeah.
It's about making conscious choices that align with our values.
Yeah. Well said. So as you were planning your Halloween festivities this year, we encourage you to embrace the challenge of going green. Choose those solar-powered lights. Unleash your inner costume designer with those eco-friendly materials. And maybe even try some locally made fair trade treats.
And remember, every little step counts.
Yeah.
By making small changes to our Halloween traditions, we're not just reducing our environmental impact,
Right.
but we're also inspiring others to do the same.
Exactly. It's like that old saying, be the change you want to see in the world. Or in this case, be the spooky, sustainable change you want to see on Halloween.
Well said. It's a reminder that our individual actions do matter, and that even seemingly small changes can have a ripple effect.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe by greening our Halloweens, we can inspire a whole wave of eco-friendly celebrations year-round.
Now, that's what I call a treat, not a trick. So, dear listener, as you embrace the spooky season, remember to keep it green and keep it fun.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!